Hey guys, I'm Spoons, and welcome to Stop Sleeping On, where I talk about the shows that are on your plan to watch list that can't really seem to graduate to your watched list. And today that anime is Kokoro Connect. This anime was produced by Silverlink back in 2012, and it's been described as Freaky Friday set in a Japanese high school but with less Lindsay Lohan. The show ran for 13 episodes, and it had a 4-episode OVA to wrap up the plot, which is pretty nice because a lot of anime don't really bother to do that. The plot centers around 5 students who are members of a rogue club at their school that they had to start up because they didn't really fit in anywhere else. Their friendship is genuine and their club activities go really well, but things start to change for them when an entity that calls itself Heartseed starts causing them to swap bodies with each other at random and for an indeterminate period of time. As the group tries to cope with this and with the other phenomena that begin occurring, they realize that they don't know each other or themselves as well as they thought. Now, in case you didn't gather this from the description, this is a drama anime and it lives and dies by its characters. At the start, the main cast are set up more or less as familiar anime archetypes, but with a couple of cool twists. You've got your stoic helper, your peppy airhead, your class clown, your martial arts master, and your brooding deadpan tsundere. And even in this state, they would have been interesting characters to play off of one another in a traditional drama. But then the supernatural element comes in, and things get turned up to 11. Forcing the characters to swap bodies and have to impersonate one another proves that they really only know how they act and not who they are. It also gives the group glimpses into each other's home lives and personal circumstances that they're trying to keep secret. You can imagine how this might affect their perceptions of their friends, and this is only the first circumstance that they encounter. These circumstances lead to conflict, yes, but more than that, they lead to growth. And that is where Kokoro Connect really shines. Pretty much every decent anime is going to have a character arc for at least one character. That's kind of just how you make a story. Person goes from understanding A to understanding B because of circumstance X. But when you start implementing circumstance Y and circumstance Z, these understandings change further and their past realizations influence their future decisions. Most anime don't really show this iterative process. The show usually ends at the same time as the character arc. But here, each member of the main cast has their own character arc that comes to a head at different times throughout the anime and that keeps moving past that. It's rare to see a character that has a life-altering realization in an anime or in any show do anything other than die in a climactic battle. So getting the chance to see these changing characters influence the changes of the other characters is really a treat. And that's to say nothing of how likable these characters are. If you have an issue with one of the characters' personality traits in the first few episodes, you can be damn sure that there's going to be a whole mini arc focusing on that trait, why it exists, and resolving it. Honestly, Kokoro Connect is just character arc porn. Now, that isn't to say the show is perfect. If you don't like character growth, then the show probably isn't for you, because honestly, that's all it is. The supernatural element never gets delved into enough to become a proper mystery, so this is 100% just a character drama. It also has a tendency to be a little overdramatic because of this. So if melodramas aren't your thing, there really won't be much here for you. But I absolutely recommend that you give it a couple of episodes to find out for yourself. So even though the anime wraps up pretty nicely and is way more conclusive than most other novel adaptations, technically speaking, the story of Kokoro Connect in the anime is unfinished. A prank gone wrong in the casting of the show led to a sharp decline in public support. And because of this, the studio decided to do the 4-episode OVA to conclude the series, rather than fully adapt the remaining arcs into a second season. So yes, it is conclusive, but no, it is not complete. There have been intermittent calls to remake the show to fully adapt the source material, but as of right now, the show is only 8 years old. If a remake happens, it probably won't be soon. So for the time being, I highly recommend that you stop sleeping on Kokoro Connect. Every episode is interesting, it has multiple arcs made up of smaller character-focused arcs, and the cast is superb. I also feel obligated to include that Himiko Inaba is an absolute besto and a treasure, and you are doing yourself a disservice by not witnessing her. And I promise I'm not just saying that because I got her English VA to sign my copy of the anime. So move this anime from your plan to watch list to your watch list and get in on the discussion down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe for more shows to stop sleeping on, as well as other anime content, and follow me on Twitter at FourteenSpoons for video updates. Until next time, I have been Spoons, and as always, thank you for watching.